Welcome, physics students, to today's screencast. I'm going to be explaining to you a little bit about the Engineering Encounters Bridge Design Contest. This used to be called the West Point Bridge Design Contest, and this is a project that you'll be working on this next semester as you learn some things. I'll try to apply some things from physics to building structures. I know that some of you have done this kind of thing already a little bit in shop class, but this is a chance to kind of use a CAD, a computer animation design program, in order to learn some more about bridge design. So let me show you a few things and let you know what's expected of you for the project. I'm looking right now at the website for Bridge Contest, and I've given you a handout with a lot of the things here under the About section, the purpose, schedule, prizes, history, and whatnot about it. So you can read through that, or you can go right to the website and check those things out. Um, here's what we've got going on. What we're going to be doing during Christmas break is, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to download the last year's software, the 2014 software, and they have that available on their website. If you go to resources, you see down here it says previous software versions, and you can download the previous version and practice a little bit with the software. So that's going to be your first job, is to get that stuff and open it up and see what it's like. You're also going to read through the learning activity number 4 that I've printed off for you, and I want you to learn about the design process. I want you to know the steps that you would take if you were going to design a bridge. On the third page, there's a picture that has, on an actual bridge project, which bridge type is most economical, and it shows the different types of bridges that are available to work on. Here's the design, the lesson activity, learning activity, and let me go down a few pages here. You can see you got some vocabulary, and yeah, there's our there's our planning stage, design stage, and construction and operation stage for how you go through the process. And then down here on the right, here's our different types of bridges that you can look at and say, which kind of bridge do I want to try to build. Maybe you've seen some of these in places. I know that the bridge up in Reading, the Sundial Bridge, is a cable-stayed bridge. Suspension bridges, things like Golden Gate Bridge, and then you see lots of these kinds of things. Um, well, with railroad tracks and going over waterways and whatnot, you see bridges like these down here. This is a pretty long one here, a cantilever truss bridge, but you see various styles of these all over the place. So you're gonna look at that. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pick three of those designs and play around them. You're also gonna view tutorials on the bridgecontest.org website before you go ahead and work your way through the software. I mean, you can do the just like trying to like click on stuff and make it work, but I think probably you've got a better shot if you go here and you go to those tutorials, and they walk you through with the video, and they'll show you, you click here, click there, kind of like I'm doing with you right now. There's also another tutorial here, a beginner's guide to the bridge designer, written by a 10-year-old, and is probably perfect. Probably just shows you like, here's how I did this in a simple way, and learned how to use the software. Here's what the software looks like. The old version, see 2014 up here in the corner, and at first opening screen it gives you some choices: create a new bridge or load a sample bridge design, and I always do this first because I have no idea what I'm doing. And once you do that, see it has all these different bridge designs that you can click through and decide what you want to do. And once you've chosen one of them, then it gives you a sort of a template for working through. The first thing you have to do is to put the support things here, the trusses, and you're going to add these joints to it. And when you're all done, there's a little button up here. This is the design section, the drawing board, and then this is the load test animation, and it says your bridge stinks. And oh, I actually drove across. Well, what do you know? When you're all done with that, you can speed it up, you can slow it down. It shows different colors for where the stresses are. both when the parts they're stretching out, the parts they're squeezed together, and you can go back to your design because you need to fix this number right here, this 541,000. That's just not going to be good enough. You want your design cost to be low. Over here on this side, it has the load test results. It tells you where the stresses are, compression force and tension forces. And you can change all kinds of things. You can change the materials that you're using. You can change how big the bars are, and you can change, what kind of bars they saw, they're hollow, and then the size of them. You can change them like this by going up and down, or changing specific ones, or changing them all at once. And then you also have this thing that shows all the calculations, what costs what, so you know what maybe you can skimp on. The goal here is to get the truck to drive across the bridge and not crash into the water. When you submit your stuff, you're just going to be printing off a cost calculation report, and you're going to be printing off your member list and member details so that I can look at what you got going on there. But there's lots of buttons to push here. You can check them out. And there's lots of different formats that the stuff comes in, so you can see information. And this one labels every single piece of the bridge so that you can identify it over here on this side. And when something fails, it will have it highlighted in red and know that you did something wrong. So here's what you got. I already told you about this. You're gonna walk your way through the tutorials and the activity, the handout that I gave you. And then you're just going to design and submit 3 different types of bridge designs. So maybe you're going to pick a suspension bridge. Maybe you're going to pick a truss bridge and arch bridge. I don't know what they are. But you just want to use that to play around with and tweak things and see how the program works. And when you come back from Christmas break, then you're gonna submit your bridge designs. Now, coming back around to the new year, on January 12th, they will have the contest open. And you'll go back online, and you'll download the new software, and you'll go ahead and also enter the competition. And they have instructions here under enter about what you need to do, how to enter. Okay, it's pretty simple about registering. You're just gonna make up a name for yourself, and they have the details here. The qualifying round will run from January 13th to April 24th. You can upload as many different bridges as you want. They're only going to take your best one, but the download button for installing the new software is right here as well. And then yeah, once you're registered, then you can tweak things and submit it, and they can even give you feedback about your current standings in the contest. They'll show you if you made it into the top whatever, and at the end of the qualifying round, they'll take the top 40 teams and they go on to a next round. The cool thing about this is if you're really good at this, and I've seen some pretty crazy bridges that get designed, that you can actually earn scholarship money. I think there's a $5,000 prize for doing a really great job on this. So once you come back, that's what you do. You register on the 12th, download the new software, and get to work. And then I'll just ask you guys every now and then if you can tell me what your bridges look like. Maybe I'll ask you to submit your best bridge to me in the middle of the semester. And we just hope that you learn a lot, and maybe you can earn some money for college.